Okay, so today I'm going to make 3-ingredient strawberry jam. First things first, I'm going to clean them here and cut them up into, since it's going to be jam, you don't need big pieces. Okay. Beautiful berries I got at the market today. We'll have to look at making a larger batch when they're in season locally. But these are very nice looking berries. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to clean them all and cut them up into small chunks. Before we start to cook them. Okay, I'll get back to you after they're all cleaned. Okay, so my strawberries have all been chopped up. And I've added 1 cup of sugar. The recipe calls for 2 pounds of strawberries, which I have here. And for every 2 pounds of strawberries, 4 cups of sugar and 1/4 cup of lemon. Now I'm starting off with 1 cup of sugar, and I have another 3 measured in a quart jar. And actually a quart jar is exactly 4 cups of sugar. So I'm going to put this on the stove, and I have 1 lemon already cut up, and I will juice another lemon. 2 of them should give me a 1/4 cup, maybe a little bit more. So. I have lemon juice squirting all over the place. That's fine. Now I have my couple of dishes in the freezer, which is what we use to determine if the jam is set. Or should I say, when the jam is set. Okay. So now we want to cook this down. Oh yes, letting the berries sit in the sugar for a little while helps to get some of the juices out. And be careful here that we don't burn it. I do have it set high to get it up to heat. And I'm going to add my lemon juice now. And I'm going to add a little more sugar, but we're going to hold off on it. So that's about half the quantity of sugar that the recipe calls for. And then I'm going to taste it before I add much more. I prefer to make these to taste as opposed to predetermined quantities. That's already juicing quite nicely. Okay, we'll get back to you after this is cooked down. Well, moving right along here, I've decided I'm going to add at least 1 more cup of sugar. Seems a little too tart for jam. And then we will test this again in a while. Allow it to cook down some more. Looks great. Okay. Okay, we're going to test and see if this is set. It doesn't appear to have to me. It seems still a bit too runny, but we can certainly test it at this point. So what we do is we pour some of the liquid onto a frozen plate, a plate that was in the freezer, and yes, it's still running. It shouldn't run like that. It should barely move. Seems starting to set. I may add a little more lemon juice, and not from a whole lemon. I've added 2 whole lemons here, but from the liquid from the store, the bottle of lemon juice, I think is a little bit more acidic. Oh, I have a difficult time opening this every time. So I'm just going to pour a little more in. I think I did that the last time I made jam as well. See if that helps. And we'll cook it down a little bit more. Looks yummy. And do a taste test. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to add the rest of the sugar as well. So here goes. Didn't want to put that much sugar in, but good thing we don't need all this jam in one sitting. Just a spoonful on some toast. Okay, we'll let that cook in a bit more, and we'll get back to you later. Okay, the jam has set, and the test is to unsatisfied, even if it is slightly not firm. It will firm up as it cools as well. So now I'm going to put these in jars. Get this little mess out of the way. And here we go. Funnel? Yeah. Oh, that looks so good. So now I've made blueberry jam, marmalade jam, and today strawberry jam. In the past, all I've made is blackcurrant because I used to have blackcurrant bushes in my yard. And they were a nightmare to pick, they're so small. But they did make an amazing jam, and something that was not readily available anywhere. So processing time for jam is no more than 10 minutes. And water bath canning, we don't have to use a pressure canner for this at all. So, I think I'll be using up all of these jars by the looks of it. Perhaps, we'll see. Oops, I guess I should have gotten my water bath canner ready, but I didn't. So I'll just have to be careful to put really hot water in it. Okay, no, we've got 6 jars. Let's see if we can use up the last little bit here. Tiny bit there, tiny bit there. Have to make sure we leave enough headspace. Okay. I'll definitely have to clean the edges of these, what with the sugar. And you don't want a sticky mess that doesn't allow the lids to seal. Ooh, that is warm. Oh, yummy. Okay. Lids and rings. One. So, 3 ingredient jam. And yeah, this does look like it's going to firm up quite nicely. And I went to get some of my rings from my stash. I tend to try to use the same ones over and over and over again and spare. Keep some behind because you don't need to replace these. And yes, they have been used, but not anywhere as badly as some of my other ones. Okay. Can we fit all these in this? Yes, we can. All right, oh, do you want something on the bottom of that? So the jars are not immediately on the bottom of the pot, immediately touching the bottom of the pot. Perfect. Could have put one more in there quite nicely. And super hot water. Unfortunate that my tap water is boiling hot, so I can use that. And with jam in water bath canning, you have to have at least 1 inch over the top of the pot is actually very suitable for that. And this jar is too hot to hold with this water. One more. That'll do it. Okay. A little bit of vinegar. Keep the jars from getting cloudy. And we're going to bring this up to temperature and cook it real hard for 10 minutes once it's boiled. Okay, get back to you later. Well, time's just about up. Boiling away for 10 minutes, 15 seconds, 14. I think we can start taking them out at this point. There we go. First one's always the most difficult. Two, oh, do they ever look good? Three. Four. They're already sealing. I think every one of them have already. Okay. We're done. Another successful penny. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.